Hello, hello, hello. My name is Everything Explained, and today we're going to be taking a brief look at the FDA authorizing 2 pills to treat COVID ahead of the holidays. And if you enjoy this video, like, subscribe, let me know what you'll be talking about next in the comments section, and let's get into this.
The FDA authorizing 2 pills to treat people infected with COVID-19. But to get one, you'll have to be tested for COVID. But there are massive lines of people waiting hours for tests. And the 500 million tests promised by President Biden are at least weeks away. Let's bring in Dr. Mark Siegel to talk more about this. Dr. Siegel, thank you for coming in on this Christmas Eve. Always so nice to see you. First of all,
hi, Anita. Good to see you.
Good to see you. First of all, your reaction to these 2 pills just approved by the FDA, one by Pfizer, the other from Merck and another company. You can remind me. These are only for the severely ill and those at high risk. Is that correct?
Well, that's what the FDA is saying. And the FDA is saying to me, you should only prescribe these, Dr. Siegel, if other treatments aren't available. I don't think that's where this is going to end up. I think that's very cautious. I think this is the drug out of the starting gates, and I think the drug is really the Pfizer Paxlovid drug, not the Merck Molnupiravir. The Merck drug works, but it doesn't work as well as the Pfizer drug in clinical trials, which decreases your risk of hospitalization by 90%. That's huge. But as you just outlined, the problem is I want to give it early in the game, and I want to do it with someone at home who isn't feeling well, who gets a test, turns out they're positive, or even that they had a high exposure and that they're at high risk, and I can, bam, give them a pill the way I do with Tamiflu. Well, first of all, the home tests are not there. Abbott is saying that they hope to get 70 million tests available by the end of January. Well, that's not 500 million, is it? And the tests are not there, and then you're going to have to go through some federal website. And then the next thing is, even if someone tests at home, and by the way, Anita, I don't want them going to the pharmacy and waiting on a long line with a wildly contagious variant that they're spreading when they go to that pharmacy. That is the utmost in ridiculousness. And it shows that we're not changing the public health paradigm here fast enough. You're not feeling well, you should be at home. You should be able to get the test at home. You should be able to get the treatment at home. And we don't have the monoclonal antibodies that we need either. So Trivimab is the one that works. The GSK drug is the one that works. That monoclonal antibody is not available at all. So the administration is right that they weren't ready for this, but they absolutely should have been.
Yeah, well, there has been a lot of criticism suggesting the administration has been very slow to push for these new antiviral treatments because they've been concentrating so much on the vaccines for so long. Let's take a look at this headline from the Wall Street Journal. It says, quote, "Big Pharma, success, government failure. Vaccines appear to have reduced the Biden administration's urgency to approve and accelerate new treatments, especially antivirals. They could have hedged by fast-tracking oral treatments as Operation Warp Speed did by investing in multiple vaccine makers using different technology." Now, I want you to react to that, but first let's take a listen to an exchange between Jen Psaki and our Peter Doocy at the White House yesterday.
What we see is a surge in demand for tests. This is not just happening in the United States. This is happening all around the world where there is not enough testing capacity, and we have taken steps that are more significant than any country in the world so that we could have the testing needed to meet what people are looking for.
So Peter was asking about the delay in getting the testing, and she's saying, well, other countries are facing this delay also, but aren't there some other countries that were able to get these tests a little quicker? What's your reaction to this criticism?
Yeah, I don't agree with the press secretary. Absolutely. The United Kingdom has been giving this out for free. I mean, the National Health Service of all, and I've criticized them up and down, they've been giving this out for free so that you can get as much as you want and have it at home. And that's what we needed to do. And we're still way, way behind on that. That's number one. The other point I want to respond to is your point about the vaccines. I'm a huge proponent of the vaccine, and I'm a huge proponent of the booster shot. But even the booster shot is not that available right now, Anita. You can't even get that in the pharmacy. So you're absolutely right. There's been such a narrow laser focus on that, not enough on therapeutics. And to be totally fair, When I interviewed former President Trump last year in July in the White House, he said very excited about therapeutics. That was part of Operation Warp Speed. They needed to extend that to this. The Biden administration needed to extend Operation Warp Speed to therapeutics. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, a lot to do there, but at least we do have these 2 new pills now that will be available, so at least that's some good news. Dr. Mark Siegel, so great to see you today, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
And that's great news that we have the pills, Anita, and Merry Christmas to you. Let's get those pills out there. It's a game changer. Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right.
Why go around all floppy?
All right. Well, yeah. If you are not vaccinated, go on and check those pills out. Whether you are or not, either way, the pills are supposed to be like a, I guess like not an antibiotic, but a short-term relief. It's a short-term treatment, I should say. But do go ahead and do your own independent research on those because they're for some people and not for others, just like the vaccine. And it is up to each individual how they choose to interact with these new medications. But regardless of whether you do or do not agree with the pill, you do stay safe out there and just enjoy the holidays. Even though COVID's going on, these are still some of the most amazing times of the year. We all get to come together, be with our family, even if we do have to be a bit more cautious. But still, just enjoy the time you have if you have your loved ones with you. Even if you don't, just enjoy the time of year because it only comes once a year. And if you enjoy this video, like, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to talk about next in the comment section. My name is Everything Explained, and I'll catch you in the next one.